Welcome to this Pride of Dakota feature. If you have ever spent time in a piece of farm equipment such as a combine, grain truck, or tractor, chances are you have used some sort of poison to kill mice and rodents who have decided to make your equipment their home. In this feature, we'll talk with Dan Johnson of Earthkind about a unique and original solution that can get rid of the rodents while keeping your equipment protected without endangering humans, pets, or wildlife. Earthkind was founded in 1995 by Kerry Block and has created the very first EPA-approved rodent repellent that is all natural using no poisons. Joining us in the studio is Dan Johnson from Earthkind. Dan, welcome.
Good morning.
So Dan, you've spent some time on farm equipment in your life. Tell me about some of the solutions that you have used in the past to make sure that mice and rodents did not exist in your combines or tractors.
Well, every fall we had a ritual. You get things cleaned out, vacuum out the cabs, and then stuff them full of dryer sheets because conventional wisdom at the time said that that was a solution.
Okay.
It turned out to be a nesting material source for them by the time spring rolled around.
Well, they smell bad. You know, I know that the smell is supposed to deter them, and they smell bad for about a day. And then they quickly lose their punch.
Right. Whereas Fresh Cab is formulated to have a slow evaporation of the balsam fir oil, so it's a pleasant aroma.
Yeah.
It doesn't stink you out, but it will stink them out. It overwhelms their noses because mice, rats, rodents have a hyper-developed sense of smell, and this just overpowers them, and they can't stand to be around it, so they leave. It doesn't poison them. It doesn't kill them. It just drives them out.
Well, let's talk about poisons for a second. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that have used poisons or still use poisons and thinking that's the right solution.
Well, first off, people probably don't realize that that poison that you're putting out will actually attract rodents in.
It will attract them?
They view it as a food source. They don't know it's poison. To them,
sure.
That's a free meal. That's a buffet sitting there in that little box. And it will bring them in, and then they consume. Then they go somewhere to die. If they die inside your equipment or in a shed, the smell is horrendous.
Yep.
If they make it outside to die, a hawk overhead sees a slow-moving mouse, it's going to be a free dinner. Or if your pet sees a mouse running across the yard, that might be a tasty snack. And all of a sudden, you've either done in a hawk or your dog or your cat. The poisons are just bad news all the way around.
And they don't even have to eat the entire rodent. They might maybe just eat an ear or a tail or something, just enough to ingest some of the poison that's now running through their systems.
Exactly. It's potent stuff. It's dangerous. Anything that gets into it is going to suffer the consequences, whether it's the intended victim or not. And
now you have to deal with carcasses and all, the cleanup after the fact too, which is not a pleasant thing either.
Exactly. And, our philosophy at Earthkind is mice, rats, they need a place to live, just not in our stuff.
Right. That's perfect. That's perfect. And I was visiting with Kerry one time, and she talked about how Fresh Cab is formulated so it actually sticks to the inside of their nostrils, or it's chemically formulated so that it's sticky and it sticks to their membranes or something like that. So
right, yeah, the molecular structure, which is beyond what I understand. I crunch numbers, but it is such that it overwhelms their noses and it lingers with them. It's something that they just can't stand, and they will avoid it.
And it is effective. I mean, I have used it in my sheds. I had a family of mice who were living inside of my winter survival kit, believe it or not. It was a canvas bag, and they had chewed a hole inside. And while it was a winter survival kit for this family, I picked it up one time, and man, they just came pouring out like rain out of this bag. And it wasn't a pleasant experience. But we put some Fresh Cab in, and we've never had rodents since.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I would have known about it when I was farming because we could have avoided a lot of damage, trips to the upholstery shop to have a seat redone, new wire harnesses that can get to be an expensive repair.
Absolutely. And like you said before, it renders a piece of $300,000 equipment useless if they chew through the right wires.
Absolutely. They can do it in a matter of minutes. They're continuously chewing because their teeth never stop growing. They need to chew. And that's something that is the perfect consistency for them to whittle down their teeth and sharpen them up.
Perfect. Dan, if someone wants to know more information about Fresh Cab or even pick some up to try it, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Well, we're available in the office at 800-583-2921. We're in Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 Central Time. We're at earth-kind.com online. There is a ton of great information on our website, including a retailer finder where you can punch in your zip code and find a store nearby that carries it.
I've even tested that recently on a mobile device, and it works.
Excellent.
So then you're on Facebook as well?
Right, Facebook/FreshCab, and on Twitter with the @FreshCab. We're available in farm and home stores such as Menards, Tractor Supply, hardware stores like Ace, True Value, Do It Best. And again, if you don't have one of these in your neighborhood, look us up online, and chances are there's somebody close by that has a box on the shelf for you.
And I know that if they don't, or there's nobody locally, you will actually work with retailers to try and get that into the
Right, yeah,
community.
we will take on a new retailer in your area, or you can order from us direct. We ship it out in boxes of 12, and we can have the brown truck at your front door in a matter of a couple of days.
Well, Fresh Cab, it absolutely works. I recommend you try it. Dan, thank you so much for stopping by.
All right, thank you.
For more information on this Pride of Dakota featured member, or to find other feature podcast episodes, visit our website at prideofdakota.com or join the conversation at facebook.com/prideofdakota.